You ran your lie calculator, followed the numbers exactly, and still ended up with a batch of soap that burned your skin or turned into a greasy mess. Sound familiar? Even experienced soap makers make critical errors when using lie calculators, and most of them have no idea where they went wrong. I am Kathy the Clumsy Soaper, and today we are going to walk through 5 of the most common lie calculator mistakes and exactly how to avoid them. You will learn how to catch errors before they ruin your batch, keeping both your soap and your safety on track. Let us dive in together. Welcome, soap sisters and bubble brothers. Lie calculators are genuinely powerful tools. They take the heavy mathematical lifting right out of your hands. But here is the thing. A calculator is only as accurate as the person reading it. Feed it wrong information or misread its output, and your entire batch pays the price. We are about to walk through the 5 most common lie calculator mistakes so you can catch them before they ruin a perfectly good loaf. Before we get into the details of each mistake, let me give you a quick picture of what we are actually dealing with here. Lie calculators are powerful tools, but they are only as accurate as the information you feed them. There are 5 main places where soap makers consistently go wrong: unit selection, superfat percentage, lye type, oil weights, and water amount. Each one seems small on its own, but any single error can throw off your entire formula. And in soap making, that means a batch that is either lye heavy or too soft to use. Here is something small that catches so many soapers off guard, and it is completely avoidable. Before you type a single number into your lie calculator, set your unit of measurement first. Choose grams or ounces right at the start, because switching midway through scrambles everything. Most calculators default to ounces, so always check the top of the page before entering data. And if you want the professional edge, work in grams. They give you far more precision, and that precision matters when lie calculations have zero room for error. Here is something that catches so many beginners off guard. The default superfat setting in most lie calculators is 5%, and a lot of soapers just leave it there without thinking twice. But that default is not a universal recommendation. It is just a starting point. Think of it like your oven's default temperature. It is there when you turn it on, but you would not bake everything at the same heat. Salt bars need a much higher superfat, somewhere between 15 and 20%, because salt hardens soap so aggressively that the extra oils help keep the bar from becoming uncomfortably drying on skin. On the other end, laundry soap bars need almost no free oils at all, typically 1 to 2%, because excess superfat leaves residue on your fabrics. So before you ever press calculate, stop and ask yourself what this soap is actually for, and set your superfat deliberately to match that purpose. Here is something that catches so many beginners off guard, and honestly, even some experienced soapers. Your lie calculator is only as accurate as the inputs you give it, and choosing the wrong lye type is one of the most common mistakes I see. Sodium hydroxide, which we call NaOH, is your solid lye for bar soap. Potassium hydroxide, or KOH, is your lye for liquid soap. These 2 alkalis have different saponification values, meaning your calculator will produce completely different lye amounts depending on which one you select. Swap them, and your batch is compromised before you even start. Think of it like baking. You cannot substitute baking soda for baking powder in equal amounts and expect the same result. The chemistry simply does not work that way. Here is the practical tip. Most online lie calculators default to sodium hydroxide automatically. So if you are making a liquid soap and you forget to switch the setting to potassium hydroxide, your calculator quietly gives you the wrong numbers. No warning, no error message. Always double-check that drop-down or toggle before you hit calculate. 1 second of verification saves you an entire wasted batch. Here is a simple one, but do not let that fool you. It catches out even experienced soapers. When you enter your oils into a lie calculator, every oil gets a percentage of your total oil weight. Those percentages must add up to exactly 100%. Not 99, not 101, exactly 100. Some calculators will flag a warning if your numbers are off, but not all of them do, so you cannot rely on that safety net. The fix is straightforward. Manually add your percentages yourself before you hit calculate. 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 10 equals 100. Done. A quick trick that genuinely works is to say your numbers out loud as you add them. It sounds almost too simple, but speaking numbers aloud forces your brain to process each one individually rather than letting your eyes glide past a typo. If your percentages are even slightly off, your lye calculator is working from a flawed recipe, and that means your sodium hydroxide amount will be wrong. In cold processed soap, that could mean a lye-heavy bar that burns skin, or a batch that never properly saponifies. One quick manual check before you calculate protects your entire batch. Here is one setting that trips up a lot of new soapers: the water input method in your lye calculator. Most calculators default to expressing water as a percentage of your total oil weight, and that default is usually around 38% of oils. But you have options, and each one changes your final bar. A 1-to-1 water-to-lye ratio produces a harder bar with less soda ash. A 33% lye solution is considered the community standard and is a reliable starting point for most recipes. Think of water like the throttle on how fast your bar cures and hardens. Less water means a firmer bar sooner, but it also means a faster-moving batter that can be tricky to work with. Match your water level to your goal, not just the default. Here is one habit that will save you a serious headache down the road. Always save your recipe before you close the calculator. My Soap Calc lets you save directly on the site, but do not rely on that alone. Email yourself a copy, print it out, or save it to a document. Losing your lye calculations means redoing all that math from scratch, and trust me, nobody wants that. My final tip for avoiding lye calculation mistakes is one that experienced soap makers swear by. Always verify your numbers using a second lye calculator. Think of it like getting a second opinion from a doctor. One diagnosis is helpful, but 2 independent confirmations give you real confidence before you act. Pull up a completely different calculator, re-enter your oils and lye concentration, and compare the results. Small differences between calculators are completely normal because they may use slightly different saponification value databases. We are talking maybe a gram or 2, nothing alarming. But if you see a big gap between the 2 results, that is your signal that something went wrong somewhere in your inputs. Stop, backtrack, and find the error before you ever touch your lye. 2 calculators agreeing means you can move forward with genuine confidence. And that brings us to the heart of it all. Before you ever touch lye, confirm your units are consistent, your superfat percentage matches your intended soap goal, and your recipe is saved and documented. These 3 habits prevent the most common and costly lye calculation errors in both small batch handmade soap and scaled commercial production. Precision in the planning stage protects your product, your skin, and your safety. You have got this, and I am genuinely proud of your progress. Once again, this is Kathy, the Clumsy Soaper. Be blessed and be a blessing to others.